Hello everyone, and this is my reaction to Attack on Titan, the final season, episode 9. Last time on Attack on Titan, quite a bit happened. So first, Rana managed to save Porco, and Eren decided that the battle is over, and then all the scouts left. And as Eren made it back to the airship, we find out that this was never actually a planned attack. Eren came to Marley all on his own, knowing that the scouts would come to save him, and he used that to stage an attack on Marley. And and Hanji didn't like the way Eren took advantage of the scouts, and Hanji said that Eren has now lost the scouts' trust in him. And while they were escaping, Gabi was trying to go after it so that she can shoot it down, and Falco chased after her. Gabi talked about the gate guy that Sasha killed, how they tried to help her even though she is alien, and she started at people looking down on aliens, and she wanted to make a difference. And she still didn't understand why their friends had to die. But Falco was there when Eren talked to Reiner, and he said that it was because their home was attacked first. Marty went and attacked them, and this is just payback. But Gabi and Falco never saw that happen. But Gabi says it doesn't change the fact that they threatened world peace and then chase after it. So Gabi managed to kill one of the soldiers that was still trying to search for stragglers, and then she and Falco used their ODM gear to make it up there. And then as soon as Gabi made it there, before they took her down, she managed to actually shoot Sasha, and she didn't make it. Sasha actually died in the previous episode because Gabi shot her. And Gabi is saying that they may have killed Zeke, but they're going to avenge him, and that his spirit still lives. But then they find out that Zeke was actually the mastermind behind the whole thing. Zeke was the one who masterminded this whole thing, and now they have the founding Titan and a Titan with royal blood on their side. Zeke was actually on LDR's side all along, but we don't know how. What happened? Why is Zeke on their side now? So a lot of stuff needs to be explained, and maybe now we'll get some explanations. So I think maybe we're going to be taking a break from Marley, and now they're going back to the island. And so Gabi and Falco are being taken back to the island along with them now. So I guess we're going back to parody now, I think. That's what I think. So let's find out what happens next on Attack on Titan. I'm still sad that Sasha's gone though. But let's see what's next. This is Attack on Titan, the final season, episode 9, English dubbed. Eren!
It's a devil!
That's the first thing you say. Oh, he's carrying all the he's carrying all the ships back. He's carrying the whole ship. I didn't think he'd be that strong. But he could carry the giant boulder after all.
Hello, ladies and
Hanji.
gentlemen, Marley! Welcome to Parody Island!
Forget about me and gun these devils down while you can!
Huh? What are you saying?
Hanji, come on.
Sit down with you and drink the pig piss you call tea!
What? Ridiculous.
Unless you want to piss off the Titan looming behind you!
Oh, Eren.
Put your hands up, Yelena!
Lay down your weapon.
Oh, that's Yelena.
Hanji, I'd like to accept your invitation. Let's have some tea.
So that's how they met her. Finally, we're gonna find out what happened on the parody side. So we saw what happened on the Marley side. Mostly it was just the war that happened for 4 years, and this happened 3 years ago after they made it to the sea. So by the time they made it to the sea, Marley was already fighting in the war, and that lasted for 3 more years after that. Right? Because they said a year after the battle was lost, and the battle with Shiganshina happened 4 months after that, which means there would have been an 8-month time skip to when they made it to the sea. Number 68. Brave volunteers. Okay.
What do you think she's hoping to do?
Sasha's still here.
You're right. We've been lucky.
Oh, hey Eren.
We managed to intercept that ship by pure chance.
Attacking from the sky.
They'll attack from the sky!
War truly has the kind of military capability.
Based here, they pose a serious threat to a landing force, even
Oh.
if that force is armed with the latest weaponry.
Okay.
They were originally taken here. You must have killed all the pure titans that were roaming around.
Amazing.
Is my assessment correct?
A god. One that gave hope to the powerless.
Zeke Yeager. Okay, that face.
Our mutiny was carried out at the express command of Zeke Yeager. We're the anti-Marleyan volunteers.
He must have figured it out too. How to get around the king's vow renouncing war. how to activate the only hope that still remains to us Eldians.
Okay. Oh.
How to start
Oh
the
no.
rumbling and crush the world.
Oh, the rumbling.
We're coming to pick you up!
Is that the Colossal Titan?
Welcome to our defiled island of filth-blooded devils. As long as you like drinking pig piss.
Levi!
Feel free to turn us down. But if you don't want to come ashore, you'll need to swim back home.
It was fun.
Fun?
Why is your skin so dark, Onion Capone?
Different
Because our
races.
creator thought that things would be more interesting.
I like this a lot. Whoa, seafood.
Is
Is-
it even edible?
Lobster.
Smells pretty.
Don't eat it.
Sasha.
I don't care what aliens think.
Oh, Sasha is having.
No fair, Sasha!
You're a genius. This is the best food I've ever eaten.
Oh,
Stop eating like some kind of pig! There's plenty, so take your time.
there we go. Oh, look at Sasha. They love your food.
Labels we have for one another.
Oh,
Work to
train.
see each other as people.
They're building a train?
We can.
They're building a train?
Zeke has less than 3 years to live.
Yeah, but about that, do you really think it's okay for us to just? If we fix the world's misconceptions about us, threats won't be needed.
Come again?
And? Is this what led him to wanting to go to Marley Burns? And then Sasha.
I still don't know. I used to think that I understood Aaron better than anyone, even Mikasa. But I don't know anymore.
It's only been half an episode. It feels like it's been longer than that. Sasha. Okay, so we find.
Aren't you a Marlian? You
Who's-
have no right to come here! Let us take care of this guy!
What happened?
Is it true that Sasha was killed?
Oh, even he said that Sasha's gone.
All I did was cook her a meal or two.
You made her happy. No. Why, Sasha?
And this would be on the house, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so there's something there.
I'm going to kill you and ship your corpse back to Marley with a note about your little plot. Should spell the end for your grandparents. That said, if this secret plan of yours isn't bullshit, I can wait and chop you up once it's finished.
Levi.
I don't care much either way.
He just wants to kill Zeke so badly.
A beautiful hotel that you can relax at.
Ha ha ha. I don't
So-
do that.
Could I ask you to stop glaring?
So they don't trust Zeke just yet.
This is my hotel?
What better lodging could there be?
So speaking of Gabi and Falco, what happened to them? Falco. Gabi?
I'll kill you, Aaron Yeager.
Slow down, Gabi.
Aaron was ready to do it alone, whether we helped him or abandoned him. The outcome would have been awful either way. Huge number of people.
Yeah.
Sailors, soldiers, civilians.
Yes.
The devastation we spread. And Marley would have launched an immediate counterattack against our island.
You had no choice.
We've abandoned all hope for peace. But we didn't have a choice. Annie,
Oh. Annie.
say something.
Has she gotten older in there? Her hair is a bit longer.
Kill or be killed.
Mikasa.
Fight for your life.
Same with Aaron told you that day.
The only way to live is to fight.
Yeah.
So fight. Just fight.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. What an episode that was. Wow, what an episode. So we finally found out what happened on Parody during the time skip. So as soon as Marley and Zeke made it back, because they lost the Colossal and the female Titans, it made Marley look weak, and that's when the Middies Allied forces declared war on Marley, and they've been stuck in that for 4 years. But then for one of those years on Paradise Island, they they spent time killing off all the Titans inside the walls, and then that's when they made it to the sea. And so that took place over the span of 8 months. So then we found out what happened in the next 3 years after that. So we see the first service ship that Marty sent over, who had Yelena and Onyankopon on board. So they killed some of the fleet, and then they agreed to sit and chat. And so they told them why Marley hasn't made a move yet. Because the Titans that were on Paradis were making it hard for Marley to make it there, and because Marley was stuck in a war with the Middle East Allied forces. And so they told them about the relationship with Zeke Yeager too, about how he has a plan to save the people of Eldia. And so they were actually surprised when they found out that they managed to kill all the pure Titans that were sent there. It was pretty amazing actually. It was all thanks to Hanji's new invention where they just drop a thing on top of the Titans. That's what did most of the work. That's what allowed them to kill all the Titans without sending any soldiers to their deaths. And for 8 months that's what happened, and after that they all made it back and went to the sea. And they also had tents and everything over there too. They knew Marley who would eventually make a move. They were just waiting for Marley to make it there, and then as soon as they saw the first ship, that's when Eren went to attack it, and then the rest followed. So then they showed them their semi-automatic guns that could fire a lot of bullets at once, and those looked like the same guns that they employed for the anti-personal ODM gear that they had for the new ODM gear. So did they also help make the new armor that they had as well? Not sure though. And so they agreed to help out, and thanks to their help, they were able to advance technology a lot faster. They started making a port, although that took a bit of time. And one of the first Marians to come there, Niccolo, was actually a chef. And since they were close to the sea, they were able to cook seafood for them. They had lobster, they had mussels, a lot of other stuff that they had never seen before. And so they weren't sure what to think of it. But Niccolo was still not too happy about feeding devils until Sasha just ate a piece of lobster and just started eating up the whole thing again and again and again. And she was crying by how good the food was, and Niccolo couldn't believe it. And then as they started liking the food too, Niccolo said there was more food to come. Sasha was one of his favorite customers, and then when he found out Sasha died, he was really sad. Someone else was hitting him for being a Marleyan, but John and Connie got him off. And he was just really sad that Sasha was dead. Sasha was one of his favorite customers who just really loved his food. And Connie said that Sasha was like a twin to him, and that when she died, he felt like he lost half of himself. And I noticed that those who have had a lot of time together in the show in the past couple of seasons. And so I guess I can see why Connie would think of Sasha that way. Those two have been through quite a bit together. Well, he said that John and Sasha would always be special to him. So it's no wonder they felt that way after Sasha lost. It's been just the three of them ever since the end of season 2, after Ymir, Rainer, and Bertolt left. And they found out who Historia was. So it's been Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, the main trio, and then the people that were left were John, Connie, and Sasha. So that's why those two are special to him. And that's why he felt sad when Sasha died. It's still really sad when Sasha died. So I kind of forgot about that when I was seeing Sasha in the flashbacks as she was happily enjoying the food and watching everything. But then when it cut back to the present, everything began to sit in. Mikasa was really saddened by Sasha's death. And those two had quite a bit of history too. So they helped advance stuff over there. They even showed them a toy train. So are they going to start making a train on Paradise Island too? That would really help with traveling. And so they're also making a port over there to allow for sea transport. So maybe that's how they made it to Marley in the first place. No, then they had an airship also. So I guess my guess as to how they made the airship was they used the boats at the stop, and they took parts from that to make the airship. I'm still not sure how they did it, but that's the only explanation that I can think of. I'm pretty sure Marley never made a move from the sky. Not that we know of, at least. They said they sent about, 32 survey ships? So they never said anything about sending an attack from above. So that's how I think they made the airship then. They used the parts from the ships to make the airship. That was my thought, at least. So I like that we got to see what happened on the parody side. And the whole thing was just Armin telling the story to Annie after they made it back. And it looked like Annie's hair has gotten longer. Had she grown older while she was in there? But how is she able to stay alive without being able to eat or sleep? I'm not sure if she's gotten any sustenance from anything. Is there something in the crystal that's giving her some sustenance then? Because I'm not sure how she could still be alive. Her hair has gotten longer than it was last time, so I'm pretty sure she is still alive, and I'm pretty sure she is aging somewhat while she's still in there. And so while they were discussing Zeke's plan, a lot of people weren't very trusting of him at first because they remember what Zeke did to the people of Ragako village, and they weren't sure if they needed the founding titan and a titan with royal blood. And then it seemed like Eren actually told them about how the titan he touched was actually Zeke's mother, Dinah Fritz, and that Zeke is Dinah's son. And Zeke must have figured it out that way. Eren told them that he was worried about Historia. So now they know about what Eren found out that day. Eren found out that the reason he was able to use the founding titan's power was because he touched Dinah Fritz's titan, and that gave him temporary access to the power. And that if he touches Zeke in titan form, then he'll be able to do it again. And this time they may be using it to start the rumbling and release the titans inside the wall. Well, that's a possibility that they considered at least. I'm not sure what they're going to do with the rumbling just yet. I'm not sure if they're actually going to unleash those titans on the world and flatten the whole world. That seems like something that should be strictly a last resort, and something that I hope they never have to turn to. We'll have to find out though. And then we cut back to after Sasha's death, and Armin says he no longer understands the kind of person that Eren is. He thought he understood Eren better than anyone, but now he just doesn't understand him. And Mikasa, while thinking about Sasha's death and looking at a scarf, she just remembered what Eren said to her the day he found her with those thugs. Fight. Kill or be killed. The only way to live is to fight. That was back in season 1 when we saw that flashback. And then Eren once again was like, fight. 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 And so they brought Zeke back to Paradise Island. Falco and Gabi are now in prison. Gabi still wants to go after Eren, and they're not doing so well in there. And turns out the hotel that Levi made for Zeke was actually the forest of giant trees. And Zeke is asking if Gabi and Falco can get to see it as well. Levi says all depends on them. So that's where it all left up. They all made it back to Paradis. Zeke and Levi are going to be hanging around in the forest of giant trees. I'm not sure what's going to happen to Eren right now, and yeah. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm not sure if Mari's going to make a move soon or something else is going to happen, but we have to wait and see. But it was nice to finally catch up with the people of Paradis and see what they had been doing all this time. I'm not sure where they're going to progress from here, but we'll have to find out next time. So let's see what happens next on Attack on Titan. Thank you for watching my reaction to this episode, and I will see you all next time. Bye.